What's up, entrepreneurs and digital marketers? Serial entrepreneur Jordan Steen here for another episode for you YouTube followers. And in this episode, we're going to talk quickly about some successful marketing campaigns for real estate agents, what you can do and how they work. Here we go. Alright everybody, so like I said, we're going to talk about marketing campaigns for real estate agents. You see on the screen we have this little article right here. If you want full access to this article, if you're trying to find this later, because we do provide a bunch of really cool examples of ads you can run, all you have to do is visit serialentrepreneur.academy. That's going to come probably across the screen. Actually, it'll probably be, since I'm in a screen share, it'll be up there somewhere, like to my right. Wait, I'll get it. There. Okay, it'll be over there. Sorry. All right, so yeah, the link to my site will be shown there. You can also check it out in the description below to get full access to this specific article. All right, so let's talk about real estate agents and how to run some successful marketing campaigns for them. Basically, what you need to understand is the real estate industry is awesome for digital marketing for two reasons, or for digital marketing agencies for a couple reasons. First and foremost being that they make a lot of money per sale. So they typically have enough money to afford your services, especially if they have, you know, an agent or two working for their business. So they're prime customers as far as being able to afford your services. Number two, they're one of the biggest industries coming into digital marketing as of late. They were kind of late to the game, so there's a lot of new business, a lot of new real estate marketing agents or clients that you can potentially pick up from this niche. All right, so that's a little bit about real estate in general, but why do you need to know how to run these marketing campaigns? Why are they different than any other industry? Well, what you have to understand about real estate, it is very visual. All right. So the homes, people want to see a beautiful home. They want to see really cool shots of the home. They want to see the features. It's very visual. Without the visual, you can't really sell a home, right? That's why they do walkthroughs. That's why they have virtual 3D video now. That's why they have photos of the home. There's all kinds of stuff that they do to make sure that these homes are shown to people and that they look good, right? So you have to know how to take the content that they create and combine it with ads that are going to be effective in driving leads. Because what you have to understand is there's really two facets to marketing for real estate agents. There's helping them market or list their homes. So you don't have to go on Zillow and do all that, but you can do things like I'm going to teach you here below to help promote their homes so they sell faster and at a better rate. Also, you're going to be finding buyers and sellers. So you're promoting the homes itself, and then you're trying to find leads for buyers and sellers. So there's two, kind of strategies that you have to be aware of to know how to really run this campaign. So here's a cool thing. If you're dealing with a smaller real estate agent that doesn't, get 10 listings a month, then you'll focus more on finding leads than you will actually promoting homes. They won't want to spend their budget on finding leads or on promoting the home. They would rather spend it on finding new leads to build their business so they can keep generating revenue. And that's going to make your ROI make it worth it for them, right? So we're trying to find leads for home buyers and home sellers, or maybe they have a focus just home sellers or just home buyers. Just kind of depends on the real estate agent and what their focus is. All right, guys, so let's talk about, again, some of the different types of campaigns that we want to run. And then I'll show you guys some examples of campaigns that are super successful and are working right now. Okay. So real estate, like I said, it's super competitive. There's about 400,000 real estate agents licensed just in the US. That's huge. Okay. The biggest issue they have is getting people to trust them because a lot of people are kind of in the mindset that they don't want to pay the fees to pay the real estate agent to get that home sold or to buy a home. They think that they can do it themselves, when in actuality, a lot of people lose out on the value of their home when they try to sell by owner, or they don't get the best deal that they could have gotten when they were going through the buying process and didn't, use a real estate agent to go through that with them. So they didn't get the best deal they possibly could have. So that's really a lot of the motive behind getting the people to trust them is, building that story, building that engagement and that relationship with your audience. So that way they understand, what you're talking about in the real estate industry, and you're either going to help them save or make more money on their home purchase or sale. All right. So Facebook and Instagram, all right, real estate agents have two target customers that they want to attract, like I mentioned, buyers and sellers. So regardless of the platform, you should always keep in mind the unique needs of each of these types of customer profiles. So buyers, here's what we're going to look at. Number one, did you know that people are 3 times more likely to move within the same county that they already live in? So, like, if I live in, Atlanta County, that's not a county, I'm just going to keep it general. Atlanta County, if I lived there, then I am 2 to 3 times more likely to move within that same county than to go to another state or even another county next door. All right, so that's something you want to understand about those people. So up front, you should understand, okay, with my audience targeting, I should focus most of the targeting on audiences within this area, this specific area where that home already is, right? Some other things you're going to want to know are the different types of ads that you should run. But before we get into those ads, let me mention one more quick thing. A huge thing that's super successful with these, these audiences are things like HGTV, all right? There are tons of shows on HGTV. It's the Home and Garden Television Network, right? So it's all about your home and garden. So people who follow that are much more likely to be interested in, number one, some of the content you're promoting, and number two, they're going to stay engaged long term if you can get them to continue to come back and view the content that you're creating that is engaging. So what I recommend is trying to find some celebrities and creating posts about them, involving them in your posts. But not only that, finding some cool projects that they've done and asking questions. So really you have to get the engagement with your page so that way they'll follow back, because some of these people that are following your page, they might not be a direct sale or a direct buy. Like they might take some time to cultivate, or they might not be ready to buy just yet. It could take them a year, 2 years. But if you're the one managing this marketing campaign over the next 2 years, you can keep continually following up with them with content, so that way when it is their time to buy, they eventually come through and boom, you got yourself a sale, or really you got your customer a sale, which makes them happy. So let's look at a couple of ads really quick. One of the first ones I like to talk about is a coming soon ad. So houses, the real estate agents typically get access to the houses or homes that they're about to list on the market before anyone else, right? They're not on like Zillow and all those other platforms yet, right? So what we want to do is try and start promoting those homes before it's ever listed. So this is more of the promoting a home side of things, not by finding buyer leads or seller leads, right? I mean, you are finding buyer leads or seller leads by doing this, but you're doing more of a promoting this specific home to get it sold and quickly and at a, great value. So a coming soon ad, basically you just put something like this. You put a link, you can see this bit.ly link right here. You can see a quick description of the home, and then you have this album. There's 4 more photos that they can look at. So typically, if you guys have worked with a real estate agent, they have about 40 pictures of the home that they're trying to sell. So we give them some teaser photos. Only use the best homes for this type of ad, and you're only going to want to use the best photos in these teaser photos right here. Then that link should take them to a landing page where it says sign up to see the rest of these photos. That's it. You're getting them to give them your information, and now we know all of these people are interested in buying a home. Why? Because we said, hey, this is coming soon. You should check it out before it hits the market. Okay, so we know that, if I'm not buying a home right now, I have no reason to check out a home that's not even on the market yet. There's no point. Right? So if I know I'm buying a home and I'm looking in that area and it says coming soon, and I can get early access to the photos and even talk to the real estate agent before that home comes on the market, that's appealing to me. So I'm going to enter in my information so that way I can view the rest of the pictures of the home. Super effective ad if done properly. Another type of ad you're going to want to try is obviously an open house. If they're doing or running an open house event for a home, you'll want to promote that event. Make it into an event that people can save, so that way it gives them a notification via Facebook and their phone when that event takes off. So that way it reminds them, hey, you're going to want to come check this home out. And not only that, but people who engaged with that ad, make sure that you're running retargeting ads to those people on that same home saying, hey, you liked this open house event, make sure you're coming out this weekend so we can see you there and you can get this home. But it's a super effective ad, obviously, because it's a event style of post. You get more engagement because open houses are fun. If you guys are doing giveaways or door prizes or something like that for the open house, that's another great way to promote this post on Facebook. And it's another great way to get traffic in the door, right? So those are some of the coming soon, or some of the buyer related ads that are great for building leads. Another, if you're just trying to build leads for buyer ads, all you need to do is simply run, hey, Are you looking to buy a home? Or, hey, what is the mortgage on, here's a mortgage calculator that you can use to find the value of, the next home you attempt to buy or you intend to buy. Something like that is going to entice them. And then outside of that, content driven ads, buyer ads, stuff that's going to help a buyer through the buyer process, stuff that's going to help them, figure out the value of the home they're looking at versus all of the other homes in that same area. So that way they know how to compare their house to their neighbor's house. People like to know that information. So running those types of ads, following up with those types of ads with people who have engaged with your Facebook page and with your website, because don't forget the Facebook pixel is super important, is a great way to do this. And you can run these same types of ads for engagement on Instagram and include the links and everything. So this is a little bit of Facebook and Instagram, what you should look at for buyers. Now let's look at some seller ads. So just as with buyers, targeted ads are a great way to draw in sellers. So what types of ads do we want to run? Well, one thing we're considering running, and actually I'm putting together for my team, so I'll keep you guys updated on this specific ad that we haven't done yet, but we're going to run a free listing ad. We're going to tell someone, hey, we will list your home for free. That saves them anywhere from like $5,000 for a lower end home up to, $15,000, $30,000 for a higher end home. Even more than that, if it's like, $2 million, $3 million home, we're saving them tons and tons of money, almost $100,000. So you guys, that's a great way to get, and not only that, but if you run an ad for a coming soon, and this is why I think this ad's going to do great. If you run an ad for a coming soon, free listing, and you get all these people to sign up, for a fact that every single one of those people is interested in selling their home. And you set up let me caution you, make sure you set up the dates and the deadlines for people to understand, okay, well, this is when we're doing the coming soon listing, or not the coming, I keep saying that. This is when we're doing our ad. Here's how long you have to get your home on the market with us. Between the first 3 to 6 months of you winning this ad, you have to have your home on the market. If not, we don't agree to, list that home for you for free. Something like that needs to be in the terms and conditions. But outside of that, you're going to get a ton of people who are interested in selling their home, pretty soon. Even if they're not interested in selling it this year, you still collected leads for potential sellers in the future that you can now remarket to via Facebook, Instagram, email, YouTube, whatever, right? So really, really cool ad. So let's look at some other seller ads. All right, so this is more of a just sold ad. This is what I call them, just sold or sold ads. So basically, this is just highlighting what a home could sell for. So it says, Las Cruces home sells for $45,000 over the guesstimate. So basically it's saying they sold this home for $45,000 more than what the homeowner even asked for initially, or for what the guesstimate on the home basically said it would sell for. So why is that appealing? Because if you're saying, hey, we sold this home for $45,000 more than it would have based on this, people are going to say, well, crap, they're making this person this much more money on their home. That gives me a reason to want to contact them, especially if I'm trying to sell my home right now. They have proven that they can sell a home better. And look at the engagement that we get. 86 likes and about 4 shares. It's a great, great engagement for this type of local ad. All right, Las Cruces, real estate, warning, mortgage rates are expected to rise in 2017. Serious buyers want to see homes now. So it's asking you to find out how much your home is worth right now. That is engaging. Why? Because if I'm in the process of selling my home and I'm not 100% sure, I might want a quick calculator to get an idea of what it would be like if I did sell my home right now. Am I going to make money, or am I, going to lose money on my home? These are things that people want to see. And again, these are all top of funnel type ads, and you can even use them in the middle of funnel to get people going after you've already captured their interest. But you have to understand, this is, can be used as top of funnel ads that you run further retargeting to later after you determine that these people are interested, right? All right, so that's a little bit about Facebook ads for buyers and sellers. Sorry, my nose is a little itchy today. I'm always itchy. It's bad, guys. Anyways, let's look at the next one. So YouTube, we talked about Facebook and Instagram. Let's look at YouTube. So all you have to really understand about YouTube, it's very simple. Do not post video on a YouTube channel of home walkthroughs. Why would I ever subscribe to your channel to watch a bunch of home walkthroughs unless I'm moving right this instant? And even then, I'm not going to subscribe because I don't want to see a bunch of your homes that are listed once I do buy or sell my home, So Do not do that. That strategy is super ineffective. If you're going to create a YouTube channel for a real estate agent, what you need to do is create a YouTube channel that's related to the industry. So what can we do there? How do we relate it? Home improvement projects, home remodeling, interior design projects, yard projects. What else? Community related projects, or not projects, but video. So where you're out in the community in that local area doing things. It doesn't have to be necessarily related to the actual home. If you're doing stuff in that community, that is real estate. They are very involved with communities. If it's even something with schools, you could do something with local schools. I don't know. You'd have to get creative on that one. It takes some thought, but you could easily create a channel that people would engage with, especially if you can get them to engage locally. All right. So just remember that with YouTube, you don't just want to show the homes. You can put those on there. That needs to be a separate playlist, and it doesn't need to be the primary focus of your channel. The primary focus needs to be content driven. But if you're not driving anyone to your site or anyone to your YouTube channel for content, for utility, as I believe it's Jay Bear. It's Jay Bear. Utility, utility. What does that mean? That means usefulness, having being able to apply it to my life. All right, if it has no utility, then I'm not coming back to that channel. I'm definitely not subscribing. All right, keep that in mind with YouTube channels. And then finally, one of the last pieces for real estate agents that's going to do really, really well is once you capture all this information and all these leads from Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, you need to follow up with them. So outside of the remarketing campaigns that you run on Instagram and Facebook and all that, you should be following up via email automations that are content driven for buyers and for sellers. And, based on the different stages of the cycle that they're in with the buy or sell. If they're in the closing phases, you should be sending them closing related content. All of this is stuff that's going to help increase their ROI from their marketing campaigns and make you look like a genius when it comes to marketing their business. But let me caution you guys, this kind of campaign that we're talking about with all three of these portions in here, if you're running something like this, you're not running this for $1,000 a month. It's not going to work. You need to be, at this level, if you're running their email marketing and automation and you're doing a great job at it, you're doing a lot, plus their YouTube channel, plus all of their Facebook and Instagram ads, this package right here would probably cost around $5,000 at the minimum to get, to really get it going. And even then, you're still not doing the full-on video package with $5,000, and you're not doing all of the automations for email marketing. You're doing most of it, but there's still, email marketing, you can charge anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 for a good set of automations for a business, and then tracking and reporting and fine-tuning and optimizing all of the campaigns that you have running. You can easily charge that much just for the email. So be considerate of how much time it's going to take you to get all of this work done when you set up your pricing for that real estate agent. But here are some key campaigns that you need to be running. I've laid it down for you. You just need to put it to use. So if you guys found this video super useful, I need you to do me one quick favor. Just hit that like button and let other people know that you liked it, because other people need to see these types of videos for their real estate agent clients. Let them have the same success that you're having. Outside of that, if you want some more types of real estate, marketing tips, leave a comment below and ask, for a specific real estate agent client or a specific buyer ad or seller ad. Ask a specific question about a marketing campaign that you're trying to run, and I'll leave you feedback on whether I think that's going to be, effective or not. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. I've definitely enjoyed it, as always. If you're a returning visitor, thank you guys so much for viewing all of my channels and all of my content. I really do appreciate it. If you are a new subscriber, I need you to do me a quick favor. Up here. No, wait, sorry. Up here. Yeah. Wait. I can point my fingers the right way. Okay. Up there. Yeah. Subscribe. Okay. A subscribe thing should have popped up there. You're going to pop down right below that video and click that subscribe button, so that way you can get all of the updates to our content like this. I'm going to be putting together other campaigns or other videos like this going into different niches for you guys, so make sure you get involved. All of our free resources and training is in the description below. Guys, we also have our monthly mentorship program that's taking off right now. It's going bonkers because people love the training that we're doing inside of it. So if you want access to that, all you have to do is click the description below, or click the link in the description below. You'll get $50 off your first month, so that's 50% off your first month. And then from there, it's just $100 a month, and you get 4 live trainings with me every single month where we go over any types of questions you guys have. You guys are the ones who suggest the content for us to do on this channel, so it's all up to you guys. Outside of that, guys, I am having a blast doing all this. Thank you so much for joining me, and I can't wait to see you on the next video. Until then, Serial Entrepreneur out. Deuces. Ready to start living the 6-figure work wherever, be your own boss lifestyle? Well, at Serial Entrepreneur Academy, we'll teach you how to use a laptop and internet to start your own social media and digital marketing agency. Get started with our free Facebook ads training. Links in the description below, guys. See you in the course. Serial Entrepreneur out.